There you are. Sorry I didn't see you there. I was busy getting in touch with my spirituality. Welcome to the Van City Home Team. I'm Natasha Koch, and this is our Wednesday Wellness, where we talk about how to create the ultimate balanced wellness so that we can live our best lives. This week, we're going to talk about spiritual wellness, and the topic this week is the top 3 things that you can actually do. Spiritual health is a personal and individual experience, and what works for one person may not work for another. So it's always a good idea to explore different practices and find out what resonates with you, and then of course, what supports your overall well-being. Now, I'm going to put my top 3 because I have to remind myself of these 3 continuously. I would say that I am quite spiritual, but I forget sometimes how connected I really can be to the circumstance. So number 1, get quiet and focused on what you want to ask. There's nothing wrong with asking for what you want in this world. I mean, a lot of us are too scared to ask because maybe you don't know who you're asking. But sometimes you can just ask it, but get very, very clear on what you're asking, because I have often heard from people that, why did I invite this into my life? And I would say to them, what did you ask for? So get really, really clear on what you're asking and get really quiet and focused on it when you're doing that. Number 2, pay attention once you've asked. A lot of times you're going to get signs that are given to you, and if you don't pay attention to them, you're going to think, oh, well, that was silly. Why did I bother asking? Because it didn't happen for me anyway. But the truth is that the universe shows up in mysterious ways, and if you don't follow the signs and pay attention when they show up, you will miss them. And then number 3 is release the outcome and trust the plan. Now, this one is the toughest one for me because I'm an absolute controller. I like to be in charge of every aspect and the outcome. So trusting in the outcome of something and that the plan is much bigger for me is very difficult. In fact, I actually give this advice to a lot of my clients, but sometimes don't follow it myself. I often tell my clients, if your house is meant to sell, it will sell in the perfect time, and the next one will show up when it's meant to. Now, most people are in agreement, but who wants to actually trust in that fact? It's very hard to let go of the outcome, but if you look back on history, it might help you. So what I do for myself is I look back to my entire life, and I've had a little bit of a life already, but I look back, and really, when I think about it, although I've had many, many experiences, I'm still pretty well looked after. And so whoever's out there looking after me, whether it's spiritual or religious or a bit of both, I'm very grateful for just being able to trust the process. If you would like the full list, I'm only going to go through the top 3, but if you would like the full list, please hit me up in the comments and I will send you the full list of what you can do to get in touch with your spiritual side. So that's your top 3 ways to get in touch with your own spiritual guide. Like I said before, everybody is different and has their own individual experience. I'd love to hear what yours is. Happy for some feedback. And if you like what you heard, just click and subscribe and you'll be notified every time we do a new talk. And in the meantime, have an amazing week. We'll see you next week on the Van City Home Team Wednesday Wellness.